right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Cinnamon Swirl fans around the world. Welcome back to Chicago, Illinois' Fifth Third Arena. Practice home of the Chicago Blackhawks. Team Pennsylvania gathers around their goaltender. And gets ready to battle in what will equate to a bronze medal game here. The 3-4 seeds from round robin play. Squaring off for the third time this spring-summer season. Team Pennsylvania 2-1 against the Western Selects this year, including a 6-3 win 2 days ago, a 7-2 win in Pittsburgh, and a 4-3 loss in Pittsburgh. I can tell you the difference in the games. Western Selects has scored 8 times against Team Pennsylvania. Of those 8 goals, 6 have come on the power play. Team Pennsylvania needs to stay out of the box. That will be the biggest key to today's game. Western with the puck in the PA end as Ofterhide battles. Filiaggi follows on. He's able to get it to Villela, who wraps it up for Ritson. He'll swing and miss at the puck on the half wall, and Western keeps it in off the glove of Villela. It'll come to Reel. He'll get it up to the red line and dump it in. Unable to get it all the way in as it's countered by Western. Out to center where Cristini picks it up and drives into the left-hand corner. Picked up there, wrapped around behind, sent to Schulberger at the point. Schulberger back for Cristini. Cristini, Schulberger, shot from the point, deflects out, gathered by McCormick. His shot off the blocker and off the top of the cage. Cristini keeps it in for Lynn. Lynn will battle. Now McCormick will follow on. His pass attempt blocked by a stick, and Western will wrap it around and run a breakout. 2-on-3 coming up through center. Dangling to the outside, that's blocked by Cristini. He'll get control, flip it over to Schulberger. Schulberger to McCormick. McCormick back to Schulberger, and PA will re-enter the Western zone. Working, firing one in. That's stopped and held by the Western goaltender. 13:21 to play in the first. PA with an offensive zone draw. It'll be Spang, Evans, Cesario, Starr, and Johnson. And we get a hand pass. Spang on the draw again. Starr to Johnson, back to Starr. He's under pressure. He'll take it behind his net. Look for some safety. Western with the pressure. They'll force that turnover in behind. Starr stays with it. Now it's Spang and Johnson battling. Western comes away with it. Stopping, starting, spinning back to the middle. Johnson gets a stick on it. Cesario pressure. It's worked out to the point. Shot from outside. Skips wide of the cage. Evans the first one there. It's knocked off of his stick. Unable to clear the zone. Evans has to get that out. Cesario sends it up the center. Spang makes pressure. Western will regroup in their own end. Try the left side. Ritson's there. Banked off the boards for Villela. Villela tries to work it to the corner. That's intercepted and sent back around. Western able to pop it into the PA zone. Battle on the wall. Ends up on the stick of Filiaggi. Kicked around for Ritson. Now Reel. Reel up through center on the left. He'll carry wide. He's got Filiaggi driving. He throws a backhander to the net. And Filiaggi follows it up and tucks it in, giving Pennsylvania the 1-0 lead here with 11:57 to play in the first. Real driving the net. I didn't get the replay. Real drives the net. Gets a backhand shot low off the pads. And Filiaggi there to tuck in the rebound. And PA on the board early. Face-off won by Western. Dangled into the zone. Intercepted by Real. Real winds it up and he'll try the left side again. Stopping this time. Cutting back to the middle. He'll possess on the half wall. Plays it low for Filiaggi, back to Real. Real spins it back to the point to Villela. He'll put it back in the corner for Filiaggi. His stick lifted and it rolls around behind for Ritson. Curls into the corner on the backhand. Tries for off the ride. That's picked off and back come the selects. Up through center. 2-on-3. PA with plenty of guys back. Shot comes in off the glove of Schwartz and cleared by McCormick. Looking for Ritson. It skips past him to a Western defender, and PA will finish their line change. A slap shot from outside skips wide of the PA net. PA up 5-1 in shots, 1-0 on the scoreboard as Christini tries to pull it through center. He'll send it over to McCormick. It's off his skate. He'll dump it in for Lynn. Lynn will give chase in the left corner. Gathered in by Western, pressured by Lynn. Battle on the wall, and Lynn will come away with it. Lynn banks it off the boards. That's picked up by Western, and out they come. Driving to the outside, shot comes in. Schwartzy puts it off to the side. Schulberger will pick it up. He'll send it up ice for McCormick. A little between the legs action there. I'm sorry, that's Lynn. Drives into the corner. Knocked down on the play, but Wu will keep it alive at the point. He'll send one towards the net. That's deflected and skips wide. Chased down by Cesario, but cleared by Western to Schulberger. Sent cross ice. Evans unable to get his stick on it, and Western will dump it in. Wu with the puck. Sends it to Cesario. It's off of his skate into the zone where Evans will put pressure on. Cleared up the wall by Western, and into the PA zone they come. That's cut off by Evans, who's tripped on the play. No call. Puck comes to the stick of Western. How's that not a trip? Especially when he results in a turnover in the high slot. Spang to take the draw. Then PA's gone to the penalty box. So the most dangerous part of Western's game is this power play. 6 of their 8 goals have come on it, and with a 1-goal lead and 9:48 to play in the first, PA will have their first penalty kill. Starr, Johnson, Cesario, and Evans, the 4 for PA. Won by Western, kicked back to this corner, puck moved around, stopped by Schwartz and cleared, kept at the point, sent back towards the net, pulled back in front, and tucked in. I said it at the beginning, it rings true. You can't take penalties against the Western selects. An unnecessary slash by Spang put him in the box, and they capitalized. Western pulls it into the zone, but they're offsides here. Filiaggi on the draw. Pop back to Villela, now Ofteride. Ofteride looks for Real. It comes free to Filiaggi, who drives the right side. Pulls it in, sends a shot. That's fought off by the Western goaltender, but picked up behind the net by Ritson. Ritson to Filiaggi. He looks for Real. He's drifting backwards through the zone, unable to get the shot off. Villela will keep at the half wall, but just briefly as Western will send it all the way up, where Ofteride will be the first one there. He's pressured from behind. He'll turn away from some trouble, bank it off the boards for Ritson. He tries to tip it to Real, but it's kept in by Western. Ofteride will try the opposite side this time, and he's got room to skate. Carries it up through center. Drives the middle. On his backhand, sends one in, stopped by Western, cleared by the Selects, and up ice they come. Unable to connect on the breakout, so it'll be back to Schulberger, who will find Christini. He weaves through, and they are going to call a trip this time. PA will head back to the power play. A trip on Christini, could get a pair of them, they won't, as the puck trickles in on net and is covered. So, Western, fantastic on the power play. PA in their last game against Western was 1 for 6. They scored on a 5-on-3. Going to try to improve those numbers. McCormick steps into the face-off circle, wins it back to Christini. Christini and Schulberger play catch. Christini with some space, finds Lynn cross ice, drops it back to Wu. He'll wind, try to fire fans on the shot. Dumps it into the corner. That'll be turned over to Western, and they'll clear the puck. Chasing it down the Selects forward in the offensive zone, short-handed. He'll carry him behind. Schulberger gets a nice stick on it and is able to come around. He looks for McCormick cross ice. Play's not there, and Western will dump it right back in. Wu to the puck. Wu spins out of trouble, and he'll lug it in front of his own cage. He steps up and hammers one all the way down the ice. It's icing. PA struggling to break the puck in on the power play here. Spang to take the face off. Knocked free to Starr. Starr sends it up ice for Spang. He'll give chase into the offensive zone. Fires a backhander. It skips up high over the cage. Cesario the first one there. He centers for Evans. His shot skips just wide of the net. It's back to Johnson. PA on the power play here for another minute. A couple good shots there. Shot in from Starr. Goes wide of the cage, but it's gloved and held. .55 seconds left on the penalty. Spang on the draw. One by Western, cleared out of the zone. It'll be Johnson. Johnson looks for Starr. Starr steps into the offensive zone, sends it cross ice looking for Cesario. Spang will follow on. It's kept at the point by Johnson, but kicked back out to Starr at center. Starr turns with it in the neutral zone. He's hounded. He'll finally work it up to Cesario. He looks to break it in. He finds Evans cutting to the middle. Back to Cesario. And now Johnson able to chip it into the corner. Cesario pressures, but Western clears to the other side and sends it all the way down. No icing on the PK here in the Brick Series. It'll be Starr behind his own net. Filiaggi comes in to pick it up. He drives around one player up the left side. Faces some pressure. It's kicked off of his stick by Western and cleared all the way back in. It'll be picked up again by Starr. Power play over for Pennsylvania. Special teams, again, a big difference here. Off the right, indirect pass picked off by Western. He's able to get a stick on it to break the play up. Can PA clear the zone here? They will. As Ofteride carries through center, he hits Reel. It'll be a 3-on-2 for Pennsylvania as Reel comes around to the outside. Played in behind to the corner. Ofteride will pressure there. Western will get control though. Get it out the center where it's gathered in by Ofteride again. He'll gain the offensive zone a second time and find Ritson. Ritson's heavy shot skips wide of the net blocker side. Picked up by Villela. Villela looks for the corner. There's a Western player in the way, and they're able to clear it all the way out to center and drive the offensive zone. Ritson back to pressure, gets a stick on it, but not possession. Bouncing puck, waved at and brought on by Reel. Defender falls down. Reel skips free into the offensive zone. Slap shot skips wide of the net. Gathered by Lynn. Lynn to Christini. Christini wraps around to the outside, sends it backside for Lynn. Cut off nicely by Western's defense. It'll be McCormick in behind. Now Christini. Christini knocked down on the play. Western gets control. Behind the net. Broken out to the outside. And they're able to escape the zone. Schulberger there to take it away. And he'll get it back in the offensive zone for Pennsylvania. McCormick with pressure. Puck kicked to the blue line. As Lynn carries it in, drops it for Christini, drives to the right, sends it to the middle, cut off, and brought back on by Western. They've got a player streaking up ice, the stick of Schulberger, and then intercepted by Wu. Nice defensive play there. Christini wraps around, sends one in low, and stopped a 5-hole shot there, stopped and held. PA on the draw. Gathered in by Spang. Worked back to Starr. Starr back to Spang. Spang looks, tries to center. That's cut off by Western. And the Selects try to break out. Starr there to keep it in, though. Bobby Spang works on it. Evans comes through to take control. He'll carry on his backhand into the corner. Stops, starts, spins out of one. Comes around, tips it forward, looking for Cesario. And that's holding the stick, folks. He's got a hold of his stick. Cesario able to get control, though. He's bodied heavily, no call. And back comes Selects. Carried into the offensive zone. Centered. It'll be Cesario getting there. He's got Evans going with him. He's able to get it into the offensive zone. PA needs a line change, I think. As Spang and Cesario try to pressure in the offensive zone. Western kicks it back out to the neutral zone. Sends it, PA able to send it back in, and Spang will go after it. Western Selects into the offensive zone, fanning on a pass. Ritson breaks up the play and finds Reel. Reel up the right, carrying with speed. Looks in front, but he shoots instead. And it's stopped on a 5-hole attempt there. That's lunacy. That's insane. PA pressuring the puck in the Western zone. Western will break it out to the left, come up through center. Western Selects coach carries a stick around and smacks it off the boards and wall. It's a little distracting. It's definitely an interesting coaching style. Filiaggi able to fire it up through center. He finds Reel, who finds Ritson. Ritson, a knee-on-knee trip there, and PA will head back to the power play. It'll be McCormick on the draw. Cleared by Western. PA with their second power play chance here. 1-1 tie in the first period. PA has got to get it the breakout down pat, folks, on the power play. They're trying to stretch it all the way to the blue line. Just come up as a unit. Christini cuts the middle. He's tripped. Schwartz there to make the save. I mean, he's tripped on the play, another scoring chance, and no call. Western keeps it in shorthanded. Shot in, Schwartz grabs it and holds. It'll be Spang, Evans, Cesario for 1:12 of the power play. Face-off won by Western, sent back in towards the PA net, deflected wide by Starr. Sent around behind for Spang. Spang comes out with it, tries to find Evans. It's blocked by Western. Johnson with the puck behind his net. Spang comes around, gets possession, sends it back to Johnson. He's got a little bit of space to skate with it, and will. He'll gain the offensive zone, and PA will look to set things up. He fires one, rips it just wide of the net. Starr keeps it in on the wall. Now Cesario chipping it for Evans. Evans gets to the corner. He's hog-tied and brought down. Cesario knocks it a bit further, looking for Spang. Spang spins off the wall. Cesario follows on, puck in the skate of a Western player, where Spang's able to get control, drive to the front, shot, blocked out front. Sent in behind. Cesario to Evans. Evans is one-timer, skips wide of the cage. It'll be back to Johnson. Fakes the pass, drives the lane, circles back and finds Starr. Starr will shoot one from outside. Glove down, rebound there. Cesario gets to it, but Western's goaltender equal to the task. PA now 0 for 2 on the power play. Filiaggi on the draw, 13 seconds left in the period. Gathered by Ofterheide, sent into the half wall, banked off the boards, 2-1 Horn, end of the first period. Team PA gets its intermission advice from head coach Trevor Edwards. Assistant coaches Doug McCormick and Hunter Mueller. And we'll switch sides and start period number 2. An exciting 1-1 hockey game here. Western capitalizing on their one power play opportunity. As we talked about at the beginning of the game, special teams will be huge in this. 7 of Western's 9 goals in their games against Pennsylvania have come on the power play. Reel gets to the puck. He looks for Filiaggi. He's able to get it at least out to center. Western will regain the puck and dump it back into the PA end. It'll be Wu. Wu skates into some trouble, but able to kick it up for Ritson. Ritson tries to chip it past. It's picked off by Western, and back they come. Into the PA zone. Sliding to the ice is Schulberger. Shot gets all the way through to Schwartz, who's able to keep it out and send it in behind. Schulberger will get there on the wall as the puck comes free to Reel. Filiaggi pressures. Puck comes free. Wu will drive up into the offensive zone left side. Dumps it in the corner. PA gets a change. Christini pressures. Puck bounces off of McCormick and is carried up through center A 2-on-1 here for Western. Kicked back in front and sent just wide. I think maybe Schwartz got back and got a pad on that. What a stop if he did. Christini winds it up, comes into the offensive zone, cuts to the middle, tries the 5-hole. Shut down on that attempt. Puck comes free to Lynn. Lynn, now Western. Western kicks it up through center. Will carry it into the offensive zone onside. Shot up high and wide to the cage. Lynn the first one there. PA will run a breakout. Lynn turned away at the blue line, but right to the stick of Villela. He looks for Christini. It's behind him, off of his stick, and back come the Selects. Villela with a nice poke check there. Frees it up for Lynn. Lynn will find Christini, this time on the right side. He goes between the legs of one, picks it up on the other side. It's cleared up but not out. Now Johnson. Johnson. In for Cesario. Shovels a backhander. Causes some havoc in front. Now Alterhide's shot. That's up high and off the chest of a Western Selects player. Johnson with the puck. He finds Lynn. Lynn banks it off the boards. Just out the center, though, where it's carried back in by Western. PA partially through a line change. Cesario will get to the puck. He'll find Spang, and Spang will fly up ice. Left corner. Looking, finds Johnson. Skips past his stick. And Western gives chase along with Starr. Starr gets there first, is able to wrap it around, chase it to the other corner. But taken by Western, back in behind, a wraparound attempt, cleared by Starr, and out comes Evans. Evans drives to the outside, cuts back to the middle, fires a shot, rebound there, Cesario tips it. Not many people happy with the cross-body check in front of the net at the end of that play. Western wins the draw, tries to break out to one side. They'll reverse to the other. Wu there, kept by Spang. Spang and Wu combine to keep it in. Frees up Cesario to drive the middle. He spins, it's off the skate of Spang. Evans will pressure, but Western will be able to kick it off the boards and run a breakout. Up ice, centering pass off the stick of a Western player. 11:02 to play here in the second of a 1-1 game. Now it's Real with the puck. He tries to chip it by. It's picked off, but sent right back to Schulberger, who'll drive the offensive zone. He's got Spang on the opposite side. Shot comes in, kick to the outside. Spang sent into the wall heavily. Then he'll take a couple cross checks, and Real cuts to the middle and rings one off the post. Real knocked down on the wall. Western able to bring it up ice. Into the offensive zone. Sends one off the glove of Schwartz, who's able to get the first one. Second shot sent off the side of the net. Cleared now by Schulberger. He looks for Real. Real unable to get a stick on it. Western puts it back in the corner. Dangling in behind. Battle will happen there. Flipped around for Ritson to get control on the wall. He's able to skate it out to neutral ice. He tries for Ritson, or for Real, but it's behind him, and Western will dump it right back in. We'll try it again, this time the other side, looking for Real. Western again, first one there on the pinch. Back in the corner for a battle. Villela knocks it forward out of the reach of Real to the point. Puck comes in. No PA players in front as Western gets the first shot and sends the rebound across. Filiaggi gets control. He looks to hit Real at the blue line. It's off his shin and sent back to the Pennsylvania line. Western with a little bit of an advantage here in the second, it seems. Filiaggi cuts to the inside. McCormick after it. Knocked off the boards. Western will get control. Send it out through center. Johnson will be the first one to it. Johnson stops. There's a turnover by PA. 2-on-1 ensues. Schwartz gets one of the stops. And now a second. A hand pass getting called here. Off the hand of the Western player. And touched by the Selects. Faceoff will come out of the Pennsylvania line. Western with an advantage here for probably the last 5 minutes or so. Christini on the draw. Western ends up with control, but Lynn will pick that off, come into the offensive zone. Carries wide. Western gets control and is able to clear it out past the Penn's defense. It'll be skated into, it'll be icing. McCormick to take the face-off. Won by Western. And they'll pop it around for the breakout. Up the left side they come. Into the offensive zone, coming with speed. Shot in on Schwartz, cleared around behind by Christini on the rebound. And he'll cut through two. It's a 3-on-2. He carries wide to the left, cuts back into the middle. Goes to the backhand, sends a nasty shot, but it skips wide of the cage. Back to Christini it goes, but off his stick and cleared back out to center. Johnson will get control. Johnson stops behind his net, finds his partner, Starr. Starr up for McCormick. McCormick waiting for it, though. Western able to cut right in front and send it back into the PA line. Off the stick of Christini to Lynn. Lynn pokes it forward for Christini. He'll dump it in and get it changed. Cesario gives chase. Western trying to break out to the left now. Evans gets in to disrupt a bit. Evans and Cesario, but Western able to skip around them and get it out through neutral ice. Shot sent wide of Schwartz all the way back to the point. Pressure from Evans. Comes free to Spang. Spang looks for Evans. Evans gives chase. Cuts in front. He's tied up. Evans able to get there and work it back to Spang. Spang back to the point for Schulberger. Schulberger's shot deflects wide by a number of sticks. And it's up over the cage and Western right back out to center. Evans coming on a back check. Cuts to the middle. PA able to break it up. It's Spang coming back the other way. Chips it for Cesario. A 1-on-1, 1-on-2, shot up high, and it skips into the net! Nate the Great! With a wrist shot that pops off the glove and finds the back of the cage for a 2-1 Pennsylvania lead. PA and Western make goaltender changes. 2-1 Pennsylvania here in the bronze medal game. Kicked back to Ofterheide. Ofterheide in his own end. Banks it off the boards looking for Real. Picked off by Western. Popped in behind. Valella will get there. He'll try for Real and he'll connect. Sent cross ice for Ritson. He's got it on the backhand, drives into the offensive zone, plays it around, gives chase. He'll get there. He'll circle back through, send a centering pass that's out of the reach into a Western player. It's a fantastic play there by Ritson to get control and create a scoring chance. Valella pressures at his own blue line, skipped around him, in on net, and Pastor equal to the chance on his first action. Player streaks in from the corner, gets a good hard shot, and Pastor there to say no. It's the battle of the black padded goalies on the change. Filiaggi with the puck. He'll rim it into the offensive zone. It's kicked out to center. PA's offsides as McCormick gets control. He'll dump it in onsides. Lynn in after it. Now Christini. It pops free to him. Cuts to the middle. Finds McCormick. McCormick's shot blocked. A great diving play by the Western defenseman. Lynn gets there. Back to McCormick. McCormick to Christini. He skips one wide of the net. PA with some life here after the Cesario goal. Western gets possession, able to break it up the right-hand side. Into the offensive zone. Shot in, gloved and held by Pastor. Five minutes to play. Period 2. Pennsylvania and the Western selects. Face off to the left of Pastor, who's going to control that. It'll be Western at the point. Pressured by Cesario. Schulberger will get there now. Cesario kept by Western, but not for long as Schulberger gets control. He tries to loft it through to Evans. Knocked down by a couple of sticks at center and sent back in. Spang to get there first. Spang stops. Tries to play it with his skate. It's taken by a Western Selects player. He'll cycle it back. Spang reads it, able to get there. A little stop-start and a bank play to Evans. Indirect pass to Evans. He dangles around one. He's got Cesario. Gets it through. And what a save by Western. Evans just dances around the defender. Sends the pass right to the stick of Nate the Great. But the Western goaltender able to get a paddle on it, and just a paddle. A 10-beller there. Filiaggi wins the draw to Villela. Villela plays it to Ritson. Ritson lofts it to the corner looking for Filiaggi. Western will get control. Send it out to center. Off their idle regroup for Pennsylvania. He tries an indirect pass, but it's right to Western. Driving into the left side, around off the right, in on net. Puck skips wide of the cage, picked up by Ritson. Ritson up to the blue line, but not out. Western has two guys in behind the PA defense there. As Rio comes up the ice with it, clearing puck out of danger, and all the way into the Western end, and all the way in on net. Rebound shot in by Filiaggi. It stopped and held, and believe it or not, you can have the goalie hold a puck and not decapitate someone in front of the net. Face off for Christini. He wins it, but cutting right in front is the Western forward. Great read there. They'll drive to the outside, send one back to the middle. Western moves the puck very, very well. Unselfish team here. I wonder if that has anything to do with the coach's war stick. It'll be McCormick to Christini. He drives the offensive zone, gets the puck to Lynn, who will pull up. He'll find the defenseman, Johnson. He'll go back to Lynn. Lynn possesses, tries cross ice, and that's picked off, and up comes Western. A 3-on-3 develops. Starr there to take it away. A great play by the PA defenseman. Western keeps it in, but Johnson tips it back out. Christini pressures at center. Two PA players run into each other, and Western with a scoring chance. Pastor equal to the task. And we'll get a face-off to the right of the Pennsylvania goaltender. .231 to play, period 2. Pennsylvania leads 2-1. Puck Kicked forward, picked off by Wu. He'll blaze up the left, tries to go around a defender. Tough play as a defenseman there to get that taken at the opposite blue line because back comes Western. Cesario with the hustle play gets back, able to clear but not out. Up off the glove of Spang, gathered by Western. They'll take it to the point. D to D play, freed up by Cesario. Evans will skate into it. He's got a 2-on-0 with Nate. Cesario is kicked in wide. Evans to Cesario. And Cesario puts it wide of the cage on a 2-on-0. Nice play for PA. This deflected up high by Evans. Gathered by Western, so it's a live puck. Kept at the point by Spang. And then Wu. Wu sends one wide of the net. Evans there. Evans back to the point. Schulberger, his shot low and hard off a skate. Evans gives chase, but it's lofted out the center. Off Wu. Giving chase is Western. Wu's got to get on his horse. He'll get to the puck first. He'll stop. Gets it knocked off of his stick, though. Bank it in behind for Villela as PA looks to set things up. Off the stick of Ritson, sent right back in on Pastor. Cleared by Wu. Reel there. Reel gathers it in, but skates by it. Wu there. Now Reel, now Wu. PA's got to clear their zone here. I've had a couple chances. That's where danger happens. Wu tries to weave through a bunch. He gets into the offensive zone. Sets things up. Tries to kick it back to Filiaggi at the point, and it's cleared by Western. Wu's got to be careful at that blue line. Kicked up by the Pens forwards to the defenseman. Ofteride running the break there. And PA able to get it into the offensive zone. Back to Ofteride. Ofteride skips into the Western zone. Stays on it. McCormick covers the defense spot as Ritson gets to the puck. Sends it to Villela. He's unable to keep it in. And McCormick will get it in the PA end with 9 seconds left. 8. Up off the stick of Filiaggi, right to a Western player and stopped and held. PA doing their best to give Western a high-grade scoring chance at the end of period 2. We'll head to the intermission. All right, switch sides, line it up, put 15 on the clock. PA trying to protect a 2-1 lead. They haven't been great at protecting leads. But they can be great this time. PA defenseman falls down there briefly. Western able to get control, drive into the offensive zone. And there is the mitt of Chase Pastor to make a beautiful glove save. As Western was able to get a 3-on-2, cut to the middle around the Pens defenseman and get a 10-bell save from Pastor. Spang on the draw, works it up to Cesario. He's into the offensive zone right side. Spang and Evans cutting to the net, worked it behind to Evans. He'll possess, try to come out from behind. Now Spang, back for Evans. Wrapped around for Schulberger. Schulberger kicks it into the corner for Spang. Protects, banks one. He ends up with the puck, comes out to the middle, skips past Evans to Schulberger. He'll wind and fire. That's in the paraphernalia and held on to by Western. 1:03 into the third. PA with a 2-1 lead here. Face off to the left of the Western goaltender. Kept at the blue line by Ofteride twice. And it ends up on the stick of Real, who splits the D, comes inside, trickles one in, 5-hole attempt, and it stopped and held. Stick in the hands, wasn't able to lift the puck, but still a great scoring chance there. Filiaggi on the draw. Wins it back. Villela banks it off the boards. It's kicked out the center by Western, and up they come. Ofteride defending to the outside. A centering pass. A beautiful centering pass. And he goes Roof City over the glove hand side to tie it at 2. Christini to take the draw. Sent all the way into the Western zone. It'll be McCormick at center, kicking it to Lynn, back to Starr, banks it off the boards looking for McCormick, but Western able to gain body position. They'll gain the PA end and work it cross ice. Shot in from the outside, deflects past or equal to that one. McCormick gets the puck but sends it right off the stick of a Western forward. They're back in action. Sent in on net, caught and held by Pastor. PA with a couple turnovers in their own zone on the breakout. It'll be Spang. Stepping into the circle and wins it to Wu. He winds up behind his own net. Comes out around one. Carries it through center into the offensive zone. He gets hauled down on the play, no call. Now he's got to get back into that defensive position. Spang covering as Western comes up. Carried into the middle, fended off by Schulberger. And it'll be Evans pressuring the half wall now. Spang work back to the point where Evans will pressure. Shot in off the hand of Schulberger. Western collects it in the corner. They'll play catch behind the net. Battle happening there. Who comes away with it? Schulberger. And Wu behind the cage. Spang comes in to look for the puck, and he'll take his time to pluck it out of there. Nice job. He's able to work it to Evans, and they got a 3-on-2. He puts it up off the skate of Cesario. Spang will skate into it here in the offensive zone. He pulls up, stops, looks, finds Wu at the point. Wu shoots one wide of the cage, gathered in by Evans. Evans stops, spins it back, taken away nicely by Western and cleared up and out of the zone as PA's changing its defense. Villela to Ofteride. Ofteride rims it up into the offensive zone as PA now changes its forwards. Filiaggi will give pressure as Western runs a controlled breakout to the right. Banked off the boards, nice indirect pass, cut off by Villela and kept out of the PA line. And it'll be Ritson getting there. He's unable to bank it past the defense, and Western will kick it into the PA corner. Ofteride, nice reversal to Filiaggi. He'll look for Ritson, broken up by Western's defense. But Ritson will get there, and Western will take it right back. Carried to the outside on Villela, stick on puck there. Filiaggi to it. He's able to pop it around for Real. Now Ofterhide comes up through center, gains the red line, gets it in, lets Real chase after it. Real uses his body to protect the puck and pull it through. Bounces off of Ritson and is able to work it all the way back to Johnson at the point. He'll go around one, kick it off to the corner for Real. Real shoots it off of the stick of Filiaggi, and a great save by Western's goaltender. Johnson gathers it in, finds Real. Real spins one towards the middle. That's picked off by Western and cleared up and out of the zone. Real will gather it at center. He'll find Starr. Starr will drive up into the offensive zone, into the middle. Tries to dangle one. It's kicked out for Lynn. Lynn off of a Western stick. Now Western kicks it past Johnson, and the Pens have forwards back on defense as McCormick will get there. McCormick tries to bank it off the boards into a Western stick, and they'll keep it in the PA zone. Battling on the wall. Up for McCormick into Lynn. Lynn loses possession, and Western will set it up. Lynn able to steal it back and dance around. And he's shaking bacon. Magic making Matty Lynn breaks the tie with a dandy of a goal. Backhand to forehand, tickle the twine. 3-2 Team PA. Cristini steps into the face-off circle. Kicked it to the wall. Gathered by Cristini at center. He's leaned on. Two players collide, and Cristini will try to pop through. A couple collisions there. Everybody no worse for wear. Lynn gets a stick on it. He's able to pop it over to Cristini, who's in. He's confronted, and the puck rolls in on net, where it's stopped and covered. .909 to play in the third. PA just broke the tie, a goal by Lynn. Cesario gets to it. He battles on the wall. Popped free. Evans keeps it at the blue line, able to work it to Spang. Spang back to Evans, off of his skate into the corner. Evans boarded from behind, and it'll be a PA power play. Spang to take the draw. Pennsylvania power play, 8:44 to play in the third. Tied up. It'll be Cesario getting in there, and PA able to work it in behind the net. Evans will give chase. Western gets to it and clears it all the way down. Ofteride gets to the puck. He finds Spang. He's pressured immediately. Nice forecheck here by Western. Western will use a glove. Pulled out finally by Spang, who gets just hacked from behind. No call. Sent into the corner. Western first one there. Evans skates right through it, able to free it up for Spang. Worked around for Ofteride. Ofteride goes to Evans. Evans with a little bit of room at center. Cuts to the middle. Crosses with Cesario. Sends a shot in. Stopped and held, and PA will get a change. A minute left on the power play. 7:43 in the game. PA 3, Western selects 2. Ritson wins the draw back. Filiaggi took it. Ritson got there to win it back, and the defense able to work it over to Filiaggi. Now Starr. Now Johnson. Johnson fans on it, and it's a breakaway for Western. Short-handed. Passed her out. Hooked up from behind. And Starr's going to head to the box. It's a penalty. So PA's power play over. And with 33 seconds left, it'll be a 4-on-4 for 33 seconds. Then Western will have a minute and 27-second power play. A power play that has been killer. The Western coach unhappy with the officials. He put his stick down in order to yell at the referee, but has his war club back. I was worried he had lost it. Four-on-4 hockey here. Pennsylvania will deploy Schulberger and Wu with Lynn and Filiaggi. 7:17 in the game. Face-off won by Filiaggi for Schulberger. He wraps it for Wu. Wu finds Lynn. Lynn dumps it off the boards. It's icing. No icing. They're going to say no icing. He hadn't gotten to the red line, but a generous call there from the officials. Western gets control, though. Lynn able to knock it free at center, but Western able to gather it back in. A slap shot from outside, gloved and held by Pastor. 7 seconds left on the 4-on-4 before Pennsylvania will head to a penalty kill. A PK with a 1-goal lead late in the third. Spang and Evans, Ofteride, and Villela. Face-off won by Spang. Ofteride comes around behind, leaves it for Villela. He banks it back off the boards, but it's Western there. Western to the power play now. Shot in from the outside, fended off by Pastor. Gathered in by PA. Ofteride cleared, but not out. Stopped at the blue line. It'll be Spang on the puck. Shot skipped in by Western. They'll gather it on the half wall. Pressure coming from Evans. Oh, two guys up high. PA able to retreat there. Shot in, put in a corner by Pastor that time. Coming out from behind the net, Western. It's underneath Pastor, and a whistle blows. 54 left on the penalty kill. PA's going to get fresh penalty killers out there. Johnson and Wu. Filiaggi and Lynn. 6:11 to play in the third. Western takes a timeout. Billy Club down, coaching board up. Western in red here. Most of the players with red pants, some of them with black. Red socks, red jerseys, PA in their whites. First time in whites in this weekend. I think the whites look a lot like the Nashville Predators. The blue and gold with the gold stripe across the chest, the big PA logo. The blue pants with gold and white striping and the white socks with the blue and yellow stripes on them. Western's timeout to set up their power play here. PA has its penalty killers ready to go. 6:11 to play, third period. I want to take a second to thank cameraman Bob Starr here on this Cinnamon Swirl production. Remember to follow, subscribe to the channel below. Join us for Team PA games, Pens Elite games, 10s and 11s. We have a good time. If you're a visiting team fan, you're welcome to join us. But I'm a complete homer. Comes with the territory. Filiaggi on the draw, won by Western. Filiaggi tries to block it. He's unable to, but Lynn does. Lynn gains the blue line and dumps it all the way down. 35 seconds left on the PK for Pennsylvania. Filiaggi gives chase. He falls down behind the play. He's got to get up and get back in it. Western sends it all the way down, where Johnson will be the first one there. He's slashed, no call. Lynn blocks the centering pass, and Western gets control. Up to the point, Lynn pressures. Shot comes in, skips wide, gathered in behind the net. Centering pass, right to a waiting selects player who gets a gem of a scoring chance, but Pastor equal to the task. 3-2. Team Pennsylvania Brick leads. 5 seconds left on a penalty kill, 5:22 to play in the game. It's Ofterheide, Schulberger, Christini, and McCormick. Won by Christini and dumped all the way down by Schulberger, and the PA penalty has expired. McCormick gives chase, pressures the puck. Western tries to send a stretch pass. It's off of Ofterheide, and Western is in the zone offsides. That comes all the way back down, no? That's all the way down. No. They're going to say because it went off Ofterheide, they'll put it right outside the PA zone. Probably the correct call. Christini wins the face-off forward. Busts into the left side of the zone. Stops, pulls up. Back to the point for Villela. Sends one in on net. Stopped and held. The low hard shot from Villela almost gets through. Face off to the right of the Western Selects goaltender, McCormick, to take it. Won by Western. Cleared but not out, kept in by Christini. He looks for McCormick, knocked off his stick, and back come the Selects. Driving up ice as Ofterheide defends. Shot sent in, kicked to the corner by Pastor. Western on the half wall. Nobody pressures. He spins right out. Sends one in front. Spinning shot here. Blocked out front again. Lynn gets there. Banks it off the helmet of a Western player. They get control. Now Ofterheide has it. He skips to the outside. Banks it off the boards for Lynn. Nice escape play there by Ofterheide. Lynn sends it up looking for Christini. It's cut off, but Lynn will have it back. And he looks for Christini again, and it's cut off. That'll be an icing on Western with 4 minutes to play. Face-off won by Spang, over for Cesario. He's tied up in the corner. Western gets there with support, but Evans pressures it back towards Cesario. Brought around by Western, up the half wall and out of the zone. Pressured by Spang, sent back to center. Spang will intercept that and come the other way. Tops it between the legs and drives the offensive zone. Carries to the outside. He's pickpocketed, and back come the Selects. Sending it up ice. Evans gives chase on the back check. Able to cut in front, make a play. Shot comes in, gloved again by Pastor. 3:26 to play. It'll be Filiaggi stepping onto the face-off dot. Tied up, Western gets control, skips one wide to the Team PA net. Or got the rebound. sits out front, and it's potted by Western. And with 3:13 to play, we've got a tie game. Filiaggi to take the draw again, wins it back towards Johnson, now Starr up for Real. Real loses possession, and it's played by the high stick of Starr. He's the first one to get there, so it'll be a face-off in the PA zone. Cristini on the draw, won by Western, deflects off the body of Villela, cleared but not out. Pressure from Lynn, shot comes in wide of the cage by Western. All Western here late. Pressured at the point by McCormick, he's unable to clear. It's a 3-on-1 for Western. Shot up off the crossbar and over the net. PA's trying to get up ice so fast right now. We're forgetting about the defensive zone. Stops at the blue line have resulted in 2-on-1s and 3-on-1s behind the play. That face-off, I think, should come out, right? A shot off the crossbar is off them. It should come out of the zone. Difficult call there by the officials. Won by Western, blocked by Schulberger. He'll come up ice. He's got Evans and Cesario. Works it over to Evans at the blue line, so that was a tough play there. Western will get it in their own end and run a breakout. Kicked off with a skate gathered by Wu. Wu winds it up in his own end. He's got Evans, he'll tangle one. Cut to the outside, he'll fire a shot low. Rebound sits there. Evans throws it at the net. Filiaggi on the draw. Out comes Western, up through center. 2 minutes to play. Johnson keeps him wide to the outside. Real steps back into it. Knocked off of his stick, but gathered by Johnson and wrapped around for Starr. Starr up for Real. Real waves at it out the center. Starr gets control. But it's Western putting it back in the Pennsylvania zone. Ritson hooked on the play, no call. Gets it to Real. He'll drive to the outside, right-hand side, get around one, slide it back in front. It's in behind the cage, skipped well the way through the crease without a goalie in the net, where it's gathered by Starr. He'll drive the corner, centering pass, past Real, out to the point for Johnson. No forwards covering the defenseman. Filiaggi gets control, now Ritson. PA gets away with their punch there. Johnson will wind it up. Knocked off his stick, but he'll follow on. Western will hammer it all the way down. That's an icing. 52 seconds left. PA timeout. Pennsylvania offensive zone draw to be McCormick. They line Christini up as defense. He keeps it in, puts it in a corner. Villela in after it. Skips off the stick of McCormick. Western will get the puck. PA gives him a bit of an easy break out there. To the line, gloved by Ofteride. And he's able to get it out to center, but no further. Brought back in by Western, cutting to the outside, pressured by Christini. Drop pass there to the blue line, and the puck comes free to Bo Christini on a breakaway. 22 seconds left. He fires! And that's a spicy meatball! Bo Christini on the breakaway with 19.3 to play! And PA has a 4-3 lead. Noble, watch outside. Spang wins it, kicks it forward. Sent cross ice off of his stick. Cesario to the puck, in behind for Johnson. Banked off the boards. Evans gives chase, gets stick on puck. Cleared up. Evans will clear it all the way down. Cesario skating for it. That'll end the game, and Team Pennsylvania is victorious yet again over the Western Selects. They'll finish third here in the battle for the Windy City. Thank you for joining us all weekend. It's been a pleasure bringing you this Cinnamon Swirl production of the Pennsylvania Brick team. Next round, possibly a game next weekend against the 09 Penns Elite team. And then, folks, we're off to Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada for the Brick Series Invitational, where all 7 U.S.-based teams will battle for the crown of the best team in the United States of America. I hope you join us there live, but if not, we'll try to bring you the games here on Cinnamon Swirl. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.